I left a couple empty spots.
I'll give that to Wendy, and I'm sure, you know, like you said, she could maybe, you know.
Dress it up. Yeah, it's not pretty.
But I do like the way you're thinking about it, though. I like the way, okay, it starts here, then the next step's here, and then, you know, then here's the nitty-gritty of maybe what separates one piece from another might be this last column, you know, and
yeah, it's kind of a string.
Yeah, it's not just throwing it all in a pot and stirring it and see what, you know, what comes out. Yeah. So yeah, I'll forward that on to her, so she'll have it for that website. So hopefully when we get the PDF, it'll be on there. You know, right there on the front page. Here's kind of what we're.
And she may want to say, like, you know, step 1, step 2, step 3, here's or something like that.
Right.
But I would encourage it. This is as specific as I would prefer to get. You know, like I'd like to keep it really broad, because I just know that there's something we're not thinking about that come a year from now we're going to be like, oh, you know.
Yeah, some wise guy's going to say, hey, we need specific properties, guys, come on.
No,
I think this is good.
But I think in terms of criteria, I like what you're saying about this is, you know, the hypotheticals of properties we can use, but I think I don't want to lock us down to anything more specific than this.
I do have one question, and I brought this up before, but you know those 40 acres out there on River Road and 40 that are zoned commercial, is there any way that we can add that to this type of land? I mean, I know the value's there because the density's been granted, but what if that landowner were to say, yeah, we're willing to?
So I thought about actually doing a 4th column on this, and then I didn't. And that was geographic regions, like we talked about before, because I thought this kind of addressed that concern. It was a middle ground we struck when we talked about the pros and cons of identifying properties. You say, well, okay, let's not identify landowners and specific properties, but let's identify regions in the county, and that's what we did. You know, we talked about the Wallsburg Bench, we talked about, you know, the North Fields, of course, and all these others. And so we could, I thought about doing another column there that said, you know, regions and then types of land, but even then I was like, you know, what if a property comes up that's not in that region, right? And then somebody says, well, you're spending money in a different region than what you told us you were going to be looking at. It's like, well.
That piece out on River Road is going to be tough to do anything with. Now that he's got an entitlement, one option we do have is if he comes in with, and we can convince him to move the development off that for more something elsewhere.
Density swap.
Do like a swap,
yeah, where you can give him additional density.
Yeah.
Well, and before we say additional density, because like you said, it's not a slam dunk on that corner for them to develop that still, right? They have access issues with UDOT. It's not a slam dunk to develop that. So before we're giving them more density, it's like, look, just giving you density, just giving you somewhere else to put that density.
That's the way I should have worded it.
But to even make it into reality would be an improvement from what they, I don't know. I'm just saying that.
I just think that if we go through all this effort and we preserve much of the North Fields and we have great participation and we're excited, and then in 2 years they get their ducks in a row and they come build some village right there, and you come down from Jordanelle and the first thing you see is a gas station, I think, kill me now.
Yeah. There may be some opportunity for a density swap.
Maybe on the other side of the highway.
Yeah. Right. That's kind of, there are some pieces of property that could work. Who's the developer that owns that piece?
There's like 5 different people.
Well, it's been through a lot of
hard money lending.
Yeah. Bruce Barrett was the one that was pushing everything, and now he's unemployed. I don't know where he's at.
Yeah.
Because Tyler Dow is supposed to be a part owner and something up there.
Oh, really? I don't know that. Running for county attorney. Because they approached one of my clients and he came to me and was asking me about that piece for money. Developer.
Yeah, I mean, it's gone through a lot of turmoil because there were like different ownership pads within that. I mean, if you pull it up on the base map, it's like there's a bunch of squares all over that, and so
Sometimes
it's
single
not,
unit entities will, sometimes that'll happen and it's one owner though.
yeah.
They just create several LLCs.
Well, I don't think that's the case there. I think,
Yeah, I think
Well, it's just
they-
something to put on the radar.
Yeah,
No, you know,
we may be, I
it's,
think,
it's a sensitive piece, but,
I think going to Steve's point, at some point, what if the bond gets approved and we have this kitty here, we may be one of the players that is able to help conserve that piece, you know, put a conservation easement in place, but we would have to just be one player. We don't have enough money to actually buy out those rights, and so it would have to be working in connection with the county in approving something somewhere else, right? But I think you could be a player in it, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, look, here's what we'll do. We'll give you some density rights over here.
that
and
you
we're
can actually build on.
Right, right.
That-
And then we've got somebody who's interested in buying this piece from you, or we'll, we'll get a conservation, we'll give you we'll facilitate a conservation easement on that piece that gets you this tax benefit that you can then use. There could be something,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, because there might be other properties that they need to find a tax break on, and, so.
There could be something that comes together, but we would be one piece in it.
Yeah,
through
it's.
the process. So, unless we want to pull bonanza flats.
No, they're having enough troubles up there.
I think we're on the right track.
Bonanza Flat.
This looks great.
The county sued them, right? So, did you guys actually sue Steve, or just declare the roads public?
we actually showed an interest in some of them right-of-ways.
The right of ways.
Yeah, and for safety, health safety reasons. There's what it looks like right there, Tracy.
Yeah.
The Bruce Barrett piece.
Bruce Barrett, the attorney?
Barrett.
Barrett.
This is not an attorney, the guy.
Flagship.
Mhm. Northbury Retail Properties.
But outside of the UDOT access, I didn't think there were any other issues,
I
right?
know the east side are different too. What's that?
Outside of the UDOT access issues, I didn't think there were any other problems. The wetlands.
Water. Isn't there a water issue still?
He had a
No.
certificate from the.
He has the reservations from JSSD. Yeah, I think this is all being sold over here.
That's that little farm right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
The horse statue, I love that
Tom
property.
Bradner that is probably behind it. North Village Development.
Oh, they own that too.
No, that's different over here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, the other one was MB.
Yeah, I think this is now Rich Roper, the one that did all the development up in Black Rock.
But wasn't Bruce Barrett tied to that too?
No. He was over on this side. Yeah, we'll see all of these are down here too.
This is where the horse pasture is, right?
Which one?
Isn't this all horse pasture right now?
Yeah, it is.
Pretty nice pasture with the barn back here.
Oh, no, this one
Is that further back?
Further down, I think this is right here.
That's right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's got the two pastures in front of the barn, and then this
Yeah.
is one big.
Big blue barn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's down here.
Is it?
That's down here, the lot 1, 2, and 3 of Blue Sky.
Oh, okay.
So here's where the blue barn is, here's where the house is, and here's lot 3.
Yeah.
That was Doug Holmes's
Yeah.
house. Yeah, that's lot 2.
Gotcha.
So, anything else for tonight? Or
It's good.
what's our
I think
next
this was
meeting?
productive.
Do we know when our next meeting is? I mean, you can tell me
It'd be
2
nice, but we're
days
gonna
in
have to-
advance.
We
We'll
have
have to
most
circle
set
up
out,
before
but I think
then.
we need to maybe expedite them and
Because we're gonna meet with the county, it sounds like, at some point. in
Well, and then
July,
I'll be
and then
sending
in
the
August,
link
yeah.
for the website
Yeah.
by the end of the week to everybody, so we'll be
So just be active
communicating.
on email.
Yeah,
We may have to meet, if we get everything put together and we meet on, present that to the county on the 18th, we maybe ought to meet the 16th or the 17th.
I'm out of town,
I might be too, quite honestly.
because that's next week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm out of town the 15th through the 18th. I'm up in Jackson Hole,
Nice.
If it's in the evening, I could meet.
but I can be available.
Let's see what
by
Wendy's
email.
going, I mean Wendy,
Wendy.
Heidi has got going on too.
All right.
I think, especially since she missed this one, maybe we should see if we can't be there next week, then at least she could catch up and be
how did the landowners meeting go?
very well, from what I heard.
You didn't go?
I purposely didn't go. I mean, it was a private meeting,
I had a
so
number of them call and ask me what they're meeting for.
there were a decent amount of people there.
Yeah.
So it was, and some were asking
Pretty basic.
questions, and then others met after the meeting was over and met. But it seemed like there were a decent amount of people there, so I think it was productive for what they were trying to do, which was, get them enough information to maybe set up a private meeting or something, you know what I mean?
Cool.
So I think
Behind
it
the
was good.
scenes, right? It's kind of like, it's a
And giving
process.
them enough
Our
to
grass mark
meet
tomorrow.
and really get into more
Right.
specifics privately and stuff
Just
like
assign
that.
these.
So I think
I
it
figured out
was
her
good.
just said.
Because for most of the people, this is a matter of estate planning.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, really,
all
that is.
what it
It's so
is.
private.
Yeah.
Like, the majority of it, I think, of our